Gang Google 617, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna go down a list of a few things that I do not like about my 370Z NISMO. These things are not in any particular order, on more hatred to less. It's just, we need to go down this list. Let's start with number one, let's go. All right, these have to be the first culprit. Headlight 1 and the headlight 2. Reason being, because every single year I have to restore him. Now, what does that mean? That means that they get yellow, they get foggy. They look very clean now because literally 2 days ago I just restored them. I have a kit and I do it myself. So every single year, I mean, when I first I got this car brand new, but I mean, I would say I didn't have to do that until maybe 4 or 5 years in. But after that, every single year now I have to restore them. And it's a nuisance. And if you have not checked out the video of me restoring these and how to do it and what kits to use, I got that video up. Go look for it, go check it out. I put it right here. I'm gonna show y'all. I got you. For number 2, I'm definitely gonna have to give it to that noise that I cannot stand and I hate. They call it, some people call it the transmission chatter. Some people call it the flywheel chatter. Call it what you want. It's annoying. And it's non-stop. Once you let go of the clutch, you start hearing it. You could be at a red light. If you don't have the clutch engaged, all you hear is that. It doesn't sound exactly like that, but it sounds more like this. Look. Now, I've done research to see if it's possible to get this fixed, if this is even a problem, and it's not. I guess all these transmissions on all 370Zs make this noise. People say that it's not supposed to be like that. There's mechanics that have told me straight up, well, this is not normal. But after all the research that I've conducted, this is what it is. It's a performance flywheel. They're lighter than normal. In this car in particular, I have an even lighter flywheel. So when I installed the lighter flywheel, it did get noisier. So it is what it is. You have to deal with it. It's something that comes with the territory, unfortunately. But I hate it because, you know what? As nice as the car is, as dope as it looks, it sounds, the exhaust is booming as fast as it is. People that don't know, what are they gonna think? What are they gonna think? You're at a light, they're gonna look over, they're gonna hear that, oh, it's messed up, because they don't know. You know, people are gonna assume that it's damaged and it's a piece of junk, because that's what I would. You know, if I'm at a light and I see a dope car, but it just sounds funny, I'm like, oh, it must be messed up, if I don't know what it is. It's an assumption. So what I do is, when I'm at a light and there's a car next to me with the windows down, I usually tend to, you know, press in the clutch to get rid of that noise. If I'm at a drive-through, I press in the clutch to get rid of the noise so people don't sit there and think, oh, that's a piece of junk. Hate it. So now that we're talking about transmissions, let's talk about number 3. The third thing I don't like about my 370Z NISMO. And I must say, this might be the worst thing that can happen to any of these Zs. And it happens to pretty much every single one of them. And that's why it's more frustrating than anything else. And that is the clutch slave cylinder. If you have a Z, you already are familiar with the clutch slave cylinders on these cars. They're trash. When I say trash, basura, like it's a force. Like, all right, put it like this. It's I think it's like 90% made out of plastic, and it goes inside a hot transmission. What engineer in their right mind said, you know what? Let me put a plastic piece that is vital, that it compresses fluid for the clutch fluid. Let's put that smack dab in the middle of a hot transmission made out of plastic. Now, you don't have to be an engineer to know that that is the stupidest design flaw, I think, in automotive history. Obviously now, but come on, it's up there with it. Like, all right, put it like this. I got this car brand new with 0 miles. When it had, I forgot the exact mileage, 30-something thousand miles, something like that, 30,000, 40,000 miles. It went on me for the first time. Boom. I'm a mechanic by trade. I fixed it myself. 10 to 15,000 miles later, 10, 15, 20,000 miles later, boom, again, fails. Change it again. I've changed the slave cylinder in this vehicle 3 times already. 3 times. 3 times. I honestly don't think that's fair. That's not fair. It's not an easy job. Not even close. To get to it, you have to drop the whole transmission. The whole transmission has to come down. I don't know about that. Little progress video. Got the new slave in there. And on top of that, you have to change the master cylinder as well, the clutch master cylinder, because once the slave cylinder goes, it gets dirty. The liquid gets dirty inside, and it's the fluid. It's no good. It's no good. You have to change the whole system. You have to flush it out, put all new clutch fluid. It's a mess. It's a big mess. This is the fluid that I use, as a matter of fact. It's GTR brake fluid. This is what's recommended for the clutch fluid in this vehicle, the GTR one. That's what I use. Come on, guys. Like, seriously, Nissan, you could do better. This ain't it. So let me talk about number 4, which actually ties this whole situation up. So I think the 4th thing that really messed everything up for me in regards to the situation with Nissan was the fact that I hit them up directly, Nissan corporate. I let them know what was going on. I did a lot of research on this situation, and I noticed that there was thousands of cases with the same issues, and they would not take care of it. They would not pay for it. They would not do a recall on it. And I hit them up like, yo, you guys, this should be a recall. If thousands and thousands of 370Zs are having the same issue, and it's your fault. Like, it's the parts that you're putting in these cars, it's fault. You know, it's not none of the consumer's fault that all these thousands of 370Zs are having this issue. You guys should do something about it. You guys should pay for these repairs. You guys should have us take the cars that are having these issues into a Nissan dealership, pay for them to get repaired. And what they said is they're gonna put a note of it, supposedly, that not a lot of 370Zs suffer from this issue. That's what they literally told me to my ear. I'm not gonna say to my face because I was over the phone. And I think that's a lot of bull, because if anyone here owns a 370Z, I could guarantee you've been through this issue, and if you haven't, you will. It's gonna happen. On this one, I've done it 3 times. It could go anytime, and at any time, I'm expecting it to happen again. So I'm prepared for it. Once it happens, I just get it fixed again. But not everyone's fortunate. Not everyone. I went to the dealership. They was charging me around $1,500 to get this job done. Not everyone is going to be able to afford $1,500 every time this thing decides that it wants to break because of their fault. The 350Z had the slave cylinder sticking outside of the transmission, so it was real easy to get to. The job, I could imagine, was $500 because it's just buy the part and slap it on. This one, you got to drop the whole transmission. Like, I think Nissan really failed the customers with this one. It is very frustrating. Other than that, that's the only issues I've had with the Z. mechanical wise or electronic wise or anything going wrong with it was that's it. And I believe that's a major issue, if you ask me. Absolutely. And last but not least, the fifth thing I have an issue with is this exhaust system right here. So if you guys haven't seen the video of the journey I had with my exhaust, definitely check that out. It's a whole series on it. This is a DNA Catback Exhaust. It came defective. I tried to return it. Well, I tried to exchange it through them. They said no. I took it to a muffler shop. They inspected it. They said that is one of these or both of these mufflers, that the materials inside are acting up. They're probably just cheap inside, and basically it makes a noise when I hit certain RPMs that I don't like. I'm gonna try to show y'all the noise. Hear that high pitched noise? Hold on, let me try to do it again. Once I press it, you hear it. Watch. Hear that? I don't like that. That's the exhaust. That's that DNA. So I've been dealing with the exhaust issue for about a year now. The reason I have not changed it or invested more money into it is because I got the BMW and I've been working on that project ever since. And I've been storing the Z more. I don't want to put as many miles on the Z, so I've been driving the BMW a little bit more. I have the Z stored a little bit more, so I haven't really had to deal with the exhaust noise that much. Even though when it warms up, it sounds great. So, but it's gonna be time soon to upgrade the exhaust for sure. Those are the 5 things that I dislike about my 370Z NISMO. Other than that, I love this vehicle. Like, this car is amazing. The positive way outweigh the negative. So if you're in the market for a Z, I recommend them. Just be aware you will run into those little issues. So that's inevitable. There's no way around that one. But with that said, consider on subscribing. Google 617, we out.